What's up, gamers? Hi, wanderers, and hello, internet. Welcome to another Sloop Gaming video with some Diablo 4 patch notes for build 1.2.3. Let's take a look. The patch notes for Diablo 4 update 1.2.3 were actually released on the 1st, but today, Tuesday, December 5th, they're going live. Gameplay updates. Legion of Zir minions. The Abattoir of Zir has arrived. There is a link to an article through their website, which I did post a video out. I'll leave the link below. It's essentially a TLDR on what to expect with Abattoir of Zir. This is the first true, real end game for Diablo 4. I'm excited. What are your expectations? As always, let us know in the comments below. A full list of possible affixes can now be previewed in the enchantment menu using the new View Possible Affixes button. Earn glyph experience for most nightmare tiers was increased. Tiers 1 through 17, no change. By tier 30, from 66 to 79. By tier 50, 106 up to 139. By tier 75, 156 to 239. And by tier 100, from 206 to 239. Developers note, after reviewing gameplay data and player feedback, we recognize that completing higher nightmare tiers was not as rewarding as we initially hoped for, with many players stopping their journey after reaching tier 50. The experience increase to glyphs at higher tiers was made with the intent of incentivizing players to push their builds, making their arrival at tier 100 feel that much more fulfilling. We will monitor how this change in experience pans out for players and encourage you to provide us with any feedback you have around this system. They also introduced further support for the NVIDIA Reflex technology, bug fixes with accessibility. They fixed an issue where the screen reader didn't announce the required packs for vampiric powers, fixed an issue that made the screen reader malfunction on the Steam Deck. Dungeons, again, these are all fixed an issue where the mechanical box wouldn't respawn if the player was killed by the boss in the Bastion of Faith. In the Fallen Temple dungeon, where the objective to destroy the idol of the Fallen Temple could not be completed properly if the idol was destroyed instantly. Where the debuff effects in the Fallen Temple could be avoided when leaving and re-entering the dungeon. Where enemies from the Soul Survivor event could spawn behind locked doors in the Hallowed Ossuary, blocking event mastery completion. Where nightmare dungeons wouldn't properly reset after all revives exhausted when playing local co-op. Where enemies spawn by animus carrying monsters with the summoner affix unexpectedly carried animus. Where bonus elemental damage affixes in nightmare dungeons scale their damage too low or too high for their respective tier. Gameplay, again, all fixed an issue. Where some attacks made by Echo of Lilith could not properly trigger if the player in the party that started the encounter died. Where the first death from above cast by Echo of Lilith had irregular timing and didn't display an incoming projectile indicator. Where Frostburn and Mother's Embrace could drop as sacred and not ancestral from Tormented Echo of Varshan in World Tier 4. Where gems could still drop from some sources such as Avarice's Chest or Whisper Caches instead of gem fragments. Where rabies cast by werewolf companions from the alpha legendary aspect could miss. Where druids could continuously run into a wall if trample was used to move towards a nearby wall. Where treasure goblins would sometimes become invincible and run away if the player mounted or unmounted near them. Treasure goblins have had enough of your bullying, Wanderer. Season of Blood. All fixed the issue where blood harvesters could quickly disappear after spawning, where the Norvaic enemy could spawn repeatedly in certain co-op situations, where seeds of hatred extracted by being hatreds chosen did not count towards a season journey objective's progress, which made potent blood drop from a blood well inaccessible. Developers note, a previous hotfix allowed players to walk through blood wells to access potent blood. This change reversed the ability to walk through blood wells, but in exchange, potent blood will no longer spawn in the middle of blood wells, so it can be easily picked up. Fix an issue where Duriel wouldn't spawn when the player re-entered the boss arena after respawning. UI and UE fix an issue where map overlays for Helltide and Blood Harvest wouldn't display properly when entering a region covered by Fog of War, where the tooltip displayed while hovering over certain items could blink periodically, where the text describing how to unlock mounts was inaccurate for players who skipped the campaign. Developers note, if they chose to play through the campaign, players that have yet unlocked mounts must complete the Donan's favorite quest to unlock them. If the campaign is skipped, you must reach level 25 before unlocking mounts. The tooltip previously mentioned quest completion only, which is irrelevant when skipping the campaign. Fix an issue where navigating the season journey from a seasonal aspect wouldn't open the correct chapter. Navigating the seasonal stash with a controller will now be more consistent. And finally, miscellaneous fix an issue where visual effects on armor would remain fully visible while using concealment. Lilith sees all, foolish wanderer. Various visual performance and stability improvements. Huzzah! And there you have it, the Diablo 4 patch notes for build 1.2.3. Today's Tuesday, December 5th. It is the launch day for the first true endgame activity, the Abattoir of Zir. I'm excited to get into it. How do you guys feel about it? What is your experience? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time, Wanderers, remember, in Sanctuary, the forge is always hot. Thank you for watching. Likes and shares are kindly appreciated. And subscribe for more Diablo 4 content. Peace.